Truly new, please make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the like. When you do that, it's really motivating me to continue coming to live streaming. I am the founder of my VIP coaching. It's a premier service. This is strictly off of LinkedIn.com. LinkedIn is my favorite tool when it comes to job search, networking, learning about the market, basically anything at all, because I do believe the data is more accurate than a lot of the different site logistic behind the research. So it is the tool that I go to every single day. First, I'm not going to click on every single thing and read every word for you. I will leave everything in the description after the stream. It sounded like it's just US based, but LinkedIn is a powerhouse. It has triple the amount of number of 225 right here, LinkedIn user. When we're looking for job, and I know it's really smart to reach out to network on LinkedIn or the person who posts a job. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter what our genius minds are doing right now. Everybody in their mom and dad are doing the exact same thing. So when you guys are messaging the job poster or your potential hiring manager, you have to really pause and personalize to death. Not personalize, but to death. Meaning that if it takes you putting a 20-second video to say hello, it's all about them. It's not about you, by the way. It's all about them, why you're reaching out to them, how you can learn from them, if they have any opening in their team or something like that. I would highly advise for you guys to move forward the messaging and just go straight to video. That's exactly what I teach in my VIP coaching. I teach you how, what platform, how to send all of that stuff. And right, not on wood, 100% of every single one of my VIP member who follow every single thing land engagement and interview and job offer. If you have your resume on the web somewhere, the AI or systems design will capture it into the search string. Every time I hear AI, I just kind of smile. I'm like, you all know it's not a new thing. It's hot because everyone is talking about it. And when people talk about the same thing over and over again, like 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, suddenly it's the hottest thing. I would encourage you guys to read all of it. You can click each state individually depending on where you are. But over here are really the 20 of the largest metro areas. You can look at their job report. Across all industry, hiring slowed 5.8% from February to March, slowing 6.4% compared to March 2024. It is a little bit slower, but I don't feel that there's absolutely no position out there at all. I hate using the word slowing down because I think a lot of the company are getting more cautious than ever before they spend money in investing on you. But even if they hire you, they have to think about, well, what product or services am I going to put on the shelf? And as an employer, am I going to make money now that I'm spending all this money on hiring the best talent in the world? I think that is why a lot of them are holding back and being more cautious. I love all of my community member. I wouldn't call it competitors, but how you are going to stay ahead of the game. There's definitely going to be a hard recession that's coming. The recession has been here. I don't know where everyone else is. It's been here. It's been here since 2023. Just look at the numbers with a grain of salt, but don't be so fixated in it and move forward. It's good for you to know what the numbers are telling you so you know where to invest your time. Just because the economy is shitty right now, and just because you live in, let's just say, Austin, Texas, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, by the way, if I want a positions, and a lot of the role are still remote or hybrid, don't just look within your state. Look outside of your state as well. My entire background, it's in hardware and software. A lot of hardware has to do with manufacturing as well. And Phoenix, as an example, right, is a manufacturing hub. So if I am out looking for my next big thing, I would transition outside of a typical tech company like the Amazon, Google, Microsoft, all of that, right into manufacturing, like self-driving cars, EV, board company, chips company. There's like a lot of different companies here. Don't just apply to a whole different industry if you don't have some kind of skills to back you up. The employers will reject you in a heartbeat. I'm saying that because they are overwhelmed with so many apps. In ChatGPT, I went through to show you how to create and mimic your resume to the job description. You don't even have to write it. They'll do it for you, okay? You just have to look over it and tweak it a little bit so it doesn't sound like a robot. Here's a graph in the big picture. As far as month to month, it dropped 5.8% from last month. But if we're comparing from year to year, it is 6.4% from March 2025 from the last year. Just remember, guys, this is for all industries, not any one or particular. I'm going to say a lot of them are from smaller organization. A lot of the bigger numbers are also from the big dogs, which is when Google, Amazon, Meta, even Intel, a lot of those big players laid off. They're laying off 10,000, 20,000 employees. So that makes a big contribution of the number as well. You have to realize where those data are coming from. This is the hiring on LinkedIn by industry through March. Negative means going down. Positive means going up. So if we look at 2025, let's take a look at what industry has more open positions right here. Construction, consumer services. I'm just looking at these number here, right? Positive 1.2, 1.3. Education, financial services. Yes, I heard a lot about hospital and healthcare. Modify your resume and get yourself a job in the healthcare or financial industry. I mean, the financial industry are moving towards fintech anyhow, and there's a lot of technologies and AI in the healthcare space. So don't eliminate those just because it doesn't sound like a hot project. That's what I'm hearing from a lot of my clients, or it's not something that you'd be interested in. It could be wrong, all right? Logistic, transportation, storage, utility. Basically, if you guys see this whole list, anything but tech. Let's look at tech here, for example. Look at this. 0.84. It's not bad. It's just, 0.84. It's not that tech is not hiring. It's just not hiring at the volume that we used to see because of those big giant companies. Aerotech is a sister company of TechSystem, which I work for them for many years. And I trust their data. I know that they're very diligent with their reporting. Manufacturing jobs report, 49%. Okay? Manufacturing monthly employment change is 1,000 jobs. Again, this is only for my US friend. I do think that tariff has a lot to do with a lot of the different types of positions that's being held off. If you're in logistic, transportation, supply chain, well, good luck to you. I don't know if you heard about the tariffs and where the organization that you're working with or for or want to work with from. If China is being taxed 125% tariff on top of the 40% it's already been taxed. So when you're applying to a company, you have to think about those statistics as well. It even tells you what type of manufacturing are we talking about. Kind of ironic to me, how is construction being so hot right now when companies are either shutting down or trimming down? But it kind of makes sense in a way because I live in Arizona, and in Arizona alone, 25 companies are expanding in 2025. Lucid is another player, now has 3 to 4 different giant buildings here versus just 2 locations. So a lot of the employers continue expanding here because a lot of space and land. That explains where construction is. I'm just using Arizona as an example. When it comes to non-tech, employers that you can see from the data are hiring from 500, a couple thousand for their company. And if they're worldwide, there's a lot more opportunities. But I'm still getting clients in my private coaching and my VIP coaching. It's all AWS still. Own interview with any employer. This is not just Amazon, okay? Number one, what is your biggest business impact? What's your biggest business impact? Your position title. What was your situation? What was your goal? What problem were you solving for who? Who are you solving the problem for? What did you do to dive deep? To figure out the root cause. And because of doing so, what have you discovered? And by doing so, how were you able to come up with a strategic plan to solve the problem? You, not we, you. How do you do that? Give me a couple sentences on that part, and then resulting in what type of ROI for your company or the clients. Boom, that's it. We're done. Remember, nothing personal, nothing negative about your employer at all. Don't share anything with the interviewer of things they already know. That's just trying way too hard. That means you haven't done your homework and you probably don't even know what the org is about or what your scope is. This is for my pay YouTube member of any tier. If you click on it, your view is very different from the public view. A lot of my templates are there. I do have a template of questions to ask the interviewer. You have to modify your resume to hit all of those buzzwords, okay? You know, if you are a program manager, there's got to be program, life cycle, agile, methodology, whatever that may be, all over smearing your resume because a recruiter won't have time to even read your resume. I know that because I talk to a lot of them and they're overwhelmed. By the time they make a post, they have hundreds of resume within a minute. And just by that alone, they know they can fill the position within a week. Just when I thought about giving up on you guys today because I feel like shit, and then I have a message like this, and then I have someone that says, I go to take my son to, it's called Kura Sushi. It's conveyor belt sushi. Someone that recognized my YouTube channel. Every time when I hear things that my content can add value to your career advancement, it makes me feel really good about myself. This is why I'm here, guys. This is why I do this. Now, what did we learn today? We learned the hottest industry is what? Healthcare, financial services, manufacturing, a hot